Well, howdy there, partner. Welcome back to another episode. Welcome back. Welcome back. That is, if you watched the first video. Did you watch my first upload from today? Did you? Did you really? Are you lying to me? If you didn't watch it, why are you here? I'm just playing. Nah, you can stay. You can stay here. I don't mind. Alright, so today's video that we're watching today, today's SCP that we're looking into today is by SCP Readings. It is SCP-085.
It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. It's a bomb and a knife next to a bomb and a knife.
The hand-drawn chick, whatever her name is. I think it's Cassy. I don't know if that's true. We're about to find out. So without further ado, I hope your day is going well. And let's get into it.
Hello there, and welcome back to another installment of SCP Readings with your reader here, Gmodon. Today we're looking at SCP-085. There's a link down in the description for you to follow along as I read out loud. SCP-085 is a result of an experiment conducted between SCP-067 and SCP-914. Using SCP-067, test subject 1101-F drew a single female figure about 15 centimeters or 6 inches in height and 3.8 centimeters or 1.5 inches wide, in a summer dress with long hair pulled back into a ponytail with the name Cassandra written underneath. Dr. Expunged proposed using SCP-914 on various settings on images created by SCP-067. Using the Find setting, the Cassandra sketch was transmitted into her present form, a sentient black and white animated young woman drawn in clean strokes. Further attempts to duplicate this result.
A sentient drawing.
Have been unsuccessful. SCP-085 prefers to be called Cassy. She is completely sentient and, as of an unknown date, aware of her 2D form.
It reminds me of that SpongeBob episode.
And her limitations in a three-dimensional world. Although her voice isn't audible, she has learned to communicate with the SCP Foundation personnel through sign language and writing. SCP-085 may be communicated with by writing text on the paper she exists on. Personnel report that she is amicable and motivated, albeit lonely. SCP-085 can interact with any drawn objects on the same page as if it were real. For example, she is able to wear drawn clothing, drive sketched cars, and drink painted beverages.
That's pretty cool.
Except for animals and people, any drawn object becomes animated when in contact with SCP-085, but immediately ceases and holds position once out of contact. Artwork initially depicted as in motion, such as ocean waves and swaying trees, animate to an equilibrium state and stay at rest until acted upon by SCP-085. SCP-085 has also demonstrated the ability to transfer from one sheet of image to another, as long as the two are flush. In the event SCP-085 enters a picture that does not support drawn objects, such as a repeating pattern, the picture is converted to a background image. SCP-085 perceives the picture as an endless plane of the image drawn upon it. At the present time, SCP-085 can only exist upon paper or canvas surfaces.
Can you communicate with it?
SCP-085 cannot transfer onto photos, cardboard, glass, or parchment. When entering other pieces of art, SCP-085 takes on the artistic style of her new environment, whether it be a comic book, an oil painting, watercolor, or charcoal sketching. Note, in comic form, her voice is visible as thought and voice bubbles around her head in typical comic fashion, and as she moves between panels, the perspective and her relative size are altered appropriately. Document number 085-1. Introduction to several prints authored by M.C. Escher. Researcher. Cassandra, this is known as ascending and descending. What do you think? At this point, SCP-085 walks a few times around the staircase. SCP-085. It's pretty, I guess. Would make a neat exercise track. Researcher. You see nothing inconsistent with the staircase? SCP-085. No, as far as I can tell, it just loops around down/up all the time. Why don't more staircases do that? It's pretty neat. After this session, SCP-085 requested several impossible objects in her own environment. These requests are pending O5 review. Document number 085-2, Incident 085-A. Prior to an unknown date, SCP-085 was unaware of its status as a two-dimensional object in a three-dimensional world. Prior security protocols required that SCP-085 be kept unaware of its true nature in order to prevent psychological distress. Discrepancies with the perceived real world were presented as dreams or nightmares, and an effort was made to present SCP-085 with a scenario in which it was the last surviving human in a post-apocalyptic world searching for survivors. The deception was quickly broken following an incident where an SCP Foundation researcher accidentally brought a hard copy of SCP-085's Special Containment Procedures Report into the containment facility and allowed it to contact the artifact's current location. SCP-085 transferred onto the document before the researcher could remove it and was immediately made aware of its true nature. Because of the containment breach, several researchers advocated immediate destruction of the artifact. The decision was appealed to the O5 Council, which, in a blank-to-blank decision, advocated for SCP-085's continued existence. Since the revelation of her true nature, observers have noted that SCP-085 has begun to show signs of clinical depression. Psychotherapy has been proposed, but the nature of the artifact's state of
I'm just a drawing.
Make it difficult. Some success has been had by providing SCP-085 tangible means to distract herself from her condition. In addition to the aforementioned,
you guys got to get her out of that painting, bro. Out of that drawing.
Expressed particular interest in a set of technical drawings for a 1964 Ford Mustang convertible, transferring the parts one by one to a more naturalistic artwork, then assembling the vehicle by hand over the period of a year, gasoline being provided through a Norman Rockwell print of a gas station attendant. Requests for further diversions of this nature are pending O5 level review and approval. As sad as this SCP is, I really enjoy it. It's a really unique SCP due to the fact that it was made by a combination of other SCPs, something that I've always wondered if it could happen, and it seems like it can happen. Being an artist myself, it makes me wish this SCP was possible to recreate, because I'd love to see some of my works come to life on the paper and have its own sort of life force. But I do feel sorry for this SCP, because it must be difficult being the only one of your kind without any hope of meeting any others like yourself. Perhaps one day they'll be able to recreate another drawn human for her to be with, and she won't be so lonely anymore. Anyway, that has been SCP-085. Thank you for joining me on this reading. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Alright. SCP-085. Sentient drawing. That was nice. It's kind of sad too, because imagine being created, imagine becoming sentient, being fully self-aware of who you are, and then be like, so where's everybody else at? What's going on here? Why am I the only one here? What's going on? And then to find out that you aren't really real. You're just you're the idea of somebody that was put on paper. Like, bro, that's kind of sad. But without further ado, let's go wrap it up for this one, y'all. If y'all liked what y'all saw or what y'all heard, because there really wasn't many visuals in this, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed for more content like these. As always, the link to the original video will be down in the description below, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.